In relationships, men often encounter certain realities about women that are not immediately obvious, yet vital for lasting connections. These harshest truths about women can surprise those who aren't prepared and can even lead to heartache if misunderstood. From the emotional depths women experience to the subtle, unspoken expectations they hold, navigating these complexities is crucial. Understanding the things men should know about women early on can prevent mistakes and strengthen bonds. This journey requires patience, resilience, and awareness, traits that not only build stronger relationships, but also foster personal growth. Discover the key insights before it's too late. Number 1. Women value strength over weakness. It may be hard to accept, but here's a fundamental truth. Women are not attracted to weakness in men. Society often encourages men to embrace vulnerability, but when that vulnerability turns into chronic helplessness or emotional instability, it can lead to a loss of respect and attraction. Women seek strength, leadership, and emotional resilience in their partners. Strength is not just about physical dominance. It also includes mental and emotional fortitude. Men who face life's challenges with quiet strength, manage their emotions, and seek support from their male peers rather than overburdening their partners, remain attractive. While women can be empathetic, they will not tolerate constant weakness. It may cause them to question your ability to lead, and in survival terms, a weak leader is a threat to the tribe. This instinct is deeply rooted in human nature. Historically, a man's strength and power were vital for the survival of his family and community. Weak men were not only a burden, but also posed a risk to the group's survival. Just as society has traditionally relied on men for strength, women have relied on their partners for protection and leadership. Though we no longer live in those primitive times, the deep-seated desire for strength in men persists in women today. If she perceives you as weak, she may unconsciously feel the need to take on the masculine role herself, which disrupts the natural balance of the relationship. Women are attracted to men who demonstrate strength, not only in facing challenges, but also in leading themselves and others. Strength does not mean suppressing emotions, but rather mastering them and turning them into resilience. Number 2. Women like men with good personality. Attracting a woman and keeping a woman are two completely different things, and it's something not enough people talk about. Sure, attraction is about the obvious stuff: appearance, confidence, a sense of humor, maybe social status. You can find plenty of videos breaking that down. But what's rarely discussed is what it takes to keep a woman, and that's where the real work begins. To maintain a relationship, it's not just about the surface-level traits. Emotional connection, mutual respect, communication, shared values, and the ability to handle conflict. That's what keeps a woman. Think about it like this. Attraction might get you through the door, but it's your character that keeps you in the room. Your first impression might open doors, but who you are on the inside keeps those doors open. This is where a lot of men get stuck. They focus on the outer package, clothes, looks, charisma, but forget to develop who they are at their core. Yes, appearances count. You want to present yourself well, and there's nothing wrong with taking pride in how you look. But at the end of the day, if you want a relationship that lasts, what's inside is what counts. A great woman isn't just looking for a man who can turn heads. She's looking for someone who can stand by her side through thick and thin. It's your integrity, your ability to communicate, and how you handle challenges that will keep her invested. Building a healthy, long-term relationship requires cultivating who you are mentally and emotionally. It's not about perfection. It's about progress, being someone who's not afraid to grow, who isn't scared of showing vulnerability, and who can handle the ups and downs of life. In relationships, that means showing up as your best self, but understanding you can't control someone else's feelings. All you can do is bring the best version of you to the table. If you focus only on attraction, you're missing half the game. Real, lasting relationships are built on foundations that go deeper than the surface, so take the time to invest in your character and who you are at your core, because that's what will keep the right woman interested for the long haul. Number 3. Women affirm your leadership role. What you lead with is what you'll be used for. It's like a woman dressing provocatively and seeking attention. She sets the stage for how people, especially men, will view her. On the flip side, if you present yourself as someone with a no-nonsense attitude and authentic intentions, you'll be valued for who you truly are. The same goes for relationships. In an age where equality is rightfully emphasized, there's still an underlying truth. Many women crave emotional leadership. It's not about controlling someone, but about being a stable force when life feels chaotic. When the world feels shaky, a man who can stay calm, provide reassurance, and guide emotionally will naturally become the rock in the relationship. That's what emotional leadership is, having the inner fortitude to navigate your own emotions and help others do the same. It's not about playing games or putting on a show, it's about showing up as your best self. Leadership in a relationship isn't about perfection, it's about presence. If you lead with integrity, authenticity, and emotional strength, you set the tone for something meaningful, something lasting. Number 4, women are naturally hypergamous. It's not about gold digging, it's about biology. Women are hardwired to seek men who can provide security, ambition, and leadership. This doesn't mean women always look at the paycheck, but they are drawn to qualities that scream stability and strength. Think of it like this. Women want to feel safe, not just in the moment, but in the future too. So when she seeks a man who's got his act together, it's nature at work, not greed. Men, if you're ambitious and driven, you're already halfway there. Hypergamy isn't a threat. It's an opportunity to rise and lead. That's the mindset you need to embrace. A woman wants a man who is climbing, not coasting. Number 5. Women detest indecisiveness. Indecisiveness is a trait that women often find unattractive. A man who constantly second-guesses himself or hesitates on decisions signals uncertainty, and that can erode the foundation of trust in any relationship. Women are drawn to men who take charge, who aren't afraid to make decisions, even when the path ahead isn't crystal clear. It's not about control, it's about showing confidence. A man's ability to act decisively speaks volumes about his inner strength. When a man fails to assert himself, he opens the door to being taken advantage of, not because women inherently seek to dominate, but because they instinctively respect strength. Showing strength isn't about being aggressive, it's about showing you stand firm in who you are. Avoid the trap of neediness and fear. When fear dictates your actions, you lose sight of your own value. Number 6. Women like games that challenge men. Women will test you. It's not a question of if, but when. These tests aren't born from malice, but from an inherent desire to seek out strength, stability, and resilience in their partner. Whether it's through emotional outbursts, arguments, or subtle jabs, women are unconsciously assessing how well you handle pressure. If you can remain calm and collected in the face of these challenges, you pass the test. But if you lose your composure, argue, or let insecurity seep in, you falter. A man's ability to remain stoic in these moments reflects his emotional maturity and leadership. It is not the critic who counts, as Theodore Roosevelt famously said, but the man who is actually in the arena. Women don't seek perfection. They seek a man who can stand steady in life's arena, showing that he's capable of leading with confidence, even when times are tough. Women's tests are part of their biological and emotional makeup, deeply rooted in evolutionary psychology. They aren't looking to bring you down, but to ensure you're strong enough to build with. If you pass these tests, you don't just gain their respect, you solidify your place as a leader in the relationship. Number 7. Women value security over romance. Women value security, and that truth stands as firm today as it did centuries ago. Even in a world where women are financially independent, the need for a man who offers security, emotionally, physically, and financially, remains. A woman doesn't necessarily seek a man with an overflowing bank account, but she does crave someone who is steady, dependable, and able to offer a sense of stability in life's storms. Romance can sweep her off her feet, but it's the foundation of security that keeps her grounded. As much as grand gestures of affection are appreciated, they pale in comparison to the assurance that a man is capable of handling life's challenges. "The best way to predict the future is to create it," said Abraham Lincoln. And for many women, a man who creates a secure future is far more attractive than fleeting moments of romance. Even if she earns more than you, her biological wiring doesn't shift. She's still drawn to a man who can stand as her rock. Security is about knowing you will be there, calm in the face of adversity, and strong when life tests you both. The Hollywood fantasy fades, but a woman's need for reliability never does. Be the man she can lean on, and that will win her heart every time. Number 8. The downfall of the nice guy persona. The nice guy stereotype can be damaging for men who are labeled as sweet, sensitive, or shy. Society often views these traits as weak or unattractive, leading many women to overlook nice guys. This isn't just about the idea that nice guys finish last. Many nice guys use kindness as a facade, hoping it will win affection. Women can sense this inauthenticity and often place these men in the friend zone, gravitating instead toward more assertive men. The bad boy isn't admired for being mean. He's admired for being authentic, knowing what he wants, and not bending over backward to be liked. Confidence and genuine assertiveness attract, while passive behavior disguised as kindness repels. We don't act out of need or fear, but instead embrace our true nature with strength and virtue. It's about owning your desires, not hiding behind pretense. Ultimately, women respect men who respect themselves first. Number 9. Women often cross the line of respect. Physical attraction fades with time, but respect is the foundation that lasts in a relationship. Beauty might catch someone's attention initially, but as age sets in, what keeps love alive is the respect a woman has for the man you are. Respect is earned through consistent actions, honesty, and the ability to lead. As Abraham Lincoln said, "Character is like a tree, and reputation like its shadow." Physical appearance may be fleeting, but character and respect remain. Allowing disrespect in any form, whether it's a raised voice or a subtle insult, whether by raising her voice or insulting you, you open the door for future disrespect. Too many men overlook these moments thinking they're insignificant, only to find that disrespect has snowballed into something they can no longer control. Set boundaries early, and don't let anyone, including women, disrespect you. You teach people how to treat you by what you allow, what you stop, and what you reinforce, as Tony Gaskins wisely put it. Number 10. The pitfalls of seeking approval. Many women are turned off by men who seem predictable or constantly seek approval. Women respect men who demand respect, lead without intimidation, and know their worth. A man who focuses too much on pleasing everyone comes across as insecure and inauthentic. As long as the nice guy persona is associated with passivity and approval seeking, it will continue to fall short. A common belief is that most women lack empathy for men. Socialization plays a large part in this. Men are often told to man up or suppress their emotions, making it hard for some women to understand a man's inner struggles. Men need to embrace their emotions while remaining resilient. Franklin D. Roosevelt's words ring true here. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. A strong man doesn't seek empathy. He commands respect through his actions and character. Let your strength be grounded in who you are, not in how others perceive you. Number 11. Women highly value men who are emotionally balanced. Men have often been told, "Don't cry." This message has not only desensitized men to their own emotions, but has also led to emotional desensitization in the eyes of women. Society paints men as impenetrable, indestructible forces, and over time the reality that men are human, with emotions and vulnerabilities, gets overlooked. Women begin to view emotional men with discomfort or even disdain, as it conflicts with the image of the strong, stoic male figure they've been conditioned to expect. But here's the thing: vulnerability is strength. Many women, consciously or not, are drawn to emotionally unavailable men because humans often crave what seems out of reach. As Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Men can embody this strength without becoming emotionally detached. True strength lies in acknowledging emotions, not suppressing them. Real men aren't afraid to feel. Emotional availability isn't weakness, it's wisdom. It's about finding balance. A man who can master both sides of himself is not only more appealing, but also more grounded in his purpose in life. Number 12. Winners never quit, and quitters never win. Women are naturally drawn to men who strive for success. Having strong morals and good character is crucial, but it doesn't replace the need to be a winner in life. Too often, men hide behind their principles as an excuse for not stepping into the arena and competing. But let's face it, women aren't attracted to men who stay down after a loss. It's not about never failing. It's about refusing to be defined by failure. As Theodore Roosevelt once said, "It is hard to fail, but it is worse never to have tried to succeed." A man who falls but rises again is far more respected than someone who never takes risks. Stoic philosophy reinforces this. Failure is not the end, but a stepping stone to growth. It's in how you respond to challenges that defines you, not the challenges themselves. Women admire men who show resilience, who don't let defeat crush their spirit. It's not whether you get knocked down, it's whether you get back up. Success isn't a straight line, and setbacks are part of the journey. But what matters is your ability to keep moving forward. Don't be afraid to compete, to aim high, and to learn from your failures. A man who embodies both strong values and the drive to succeed is truly magnetic. He doesn't just talk about his principles, he lives them while pushing himself to be better every day. Winners never quit, and quitters never win. In the end, it's not about being perfect. It's about striving to be the best version of yourself, and that's what makes you a true winner in life. Number 13. Beyond attention and desire. In today's world, an inflated sense of self often leads women to place extreme importance on being desired. Many start equating their value to their sexual desirability, which creates a vulnerable spot when they feel their appearance is lacking. Women's self-esteem can become tethered to how much attention they receive, believing it directly equates to self-worth. Without a strong sense of security, their ego becomes fragile, leading them to seek validation through their looks. This societal pressure drives women to prioritize beauty over everything else, which is why industries like hair, nails, and makeup flourish. Attention becomes a form of currency, with women fishing for it both overtly and covertly, whether through revealing photos or subtle fitness posts. But true worth comes from within. Women must recognize that external validation is fleeting. Additionally, the biological reality is that many women, due to evolution, may have a lower sex drive compared to men, as nature has conditioned them to associate sex with potential pregnancy and its complications. Recognizing these realities empowers both women and men to create more authentic connections beyond superficial desires. Number 14. Many times they do not know what they want. Why do women sometimes feel drawn to men without fully understanding why? This mysterious attraction can be explained by a few key principles. First, scarcity plays a big role. We often desire what's hard to get. When something is elusive, it becomes more tempting because it's rare. Second, there's the challenge. The thrill of pursuing something or someone who seems unattainable adds excitement to the experience. That sense of adventure makes the pursuit all the more rewarding. Third, we can't ignore the allure of the forbidden. As humans, we're naturally curious. When something is off limits, it becomes irresistible. Sometimes the intrigue lies more in the idea than the actual person. Ego boost. Achieving what's difficult raises our confidence. In love, as in life, winning a challenge builds a sense of self-worth. Remember, attraction is often a game of the mind. Be mindful, don't let fleeting desires control you. In conclusion, understanding the harshest truths about women and the things men should know about women is essential for building stronger, more meaningful relationships. These truths aren't meant to discourage, but to empower men to approach relationships with emotional intelligence and resilience. Women value emotional strength, security, and purpose in a man. Recognizing these realities early on can prevent heartache and lead to lasting connection. If you found this video insightful, please show your support by hitting the like button, and don't forget to subscribe to the Stoic Goddess. Share your thoughts in the comments and click the notification bell to watch more amazing videos. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.